All right, welcome. We're live here at Barnesville High School. Mike Mason alongside Jesse. Jesse, you did the first two matches. Thank you very much for taking that responsibility there. And 2 down, 1 to go. What are your thoughts on this upcoming match between the Trojans and the Cowboys?
You know, it's interesting because we just wrestled them, not even a week or less than 2 weeks ago. So it'll be interesting because both teams have a lot of opens. And with that being said, both teams have a lot of opens. Who's going to be where? Because last time we had some guys that got some forfeits, and there could be some different bumping around the way the coin toss went. I guess I missed that part of it. But here we kick off with Asher O'Brien at 106 pounds for the Barnesville Trojans, and for the Breckenridge Cowboys, a sophomore, Matt Knoll. Out of bounds they go with 1:48 left to go here in the first period. I believe we may have had to forfeit last time we wrestled the Cowboys here at 106 pounds. I don't recall off the top of my head. It seems like there's been a lot of wrestling since then.
Mm-hmm.
Asher getting in on a single. Hopefully he can finish. Pull it in, pull it in. Now you got to figure out what you're going to do with that. Are you going to trip? Are you going to treetop? What are you going to do? When you hear me say treetop, that means just picking it up and lifting it high. And returning your opponent to the mat. Asher sitting just a little too long, getting in bad position. Opponent hooking up a bit of a cradle there, near side cradle. Not a good position to be at for O'Brien. He's got that one pretty tight too. Now both these wrestlers are pretty long for 106 pounders. There's a lot of room to move in there if he can get out of there, but it's Breckenridge Cowboy looks like he's got it pretty tight here. Gotta keep fighting there. And Breckenridge Cowboy will take that win by fall over Asher O'Brien of the Barnesville Trojans. Winner Matt Knoll giving the Breckenridge Cowboys 6 points. And here where it's going to get a little ugly for the Trojans with a couple opens right off the bat. At 113 pounds, Trojans are open, and at 120 pounds, the Trojans are open. Now, I believe the Breckenridge Cowboys are also open, though. So actually, that may work out. But if they have some JV wrestlers they can just throw in the mix, they could do that too. Potentially the Trojans could. So they got to see who's showing who right now. It's almost like a poker game right now. Who's got who? Because if you got a wrestler to throw out there to just take the 6, why not do that? But if they've got somebody to throw out there, and you know, it just kind of depends. If you're putting a young and experienced guy out there, it could change a lot. So that's exactly what happened there. So Breckenridge had to show first. Elias Cox takes the win by that forfeit, that open spot there, giving the Trojans 6 points. So again, it came down to a close one last time with the Trojans and the Cowboys too with opens, and I think it was the coin toss might have been the difference. Granted, a couple matches I don't think went the Trojans' way, but again, we'll see what happens. Looks like double forfeit at 120 pounds, so no points for either team.
And 126 pounds for Barnesville is Aiden Hulk. Breckenridge is open.
Breckenridge is open at 126 pounds. Aiden Hulk getting the win by forfeit. And the Trojans 6 points.
And 132 pounds for Breckenridge is Alex Martell. For Barnesville, Hunter Blythe.
All right, so Alex Martell, sophomore for the Breckenridge Cowboys, and a freshman, Hunter Blythe, for the Barnesville Trojans, will be squaring off at 132 pounds. Martell getting the takedown early in the match over Blythe. And we have a team score, Barnesville 12, Breckenridge Cowboys 6. Hunter doing a nice job on the stand-up. Got becomes potentially dangerous. Is it stalling or potentially dangerous? I'm not quite sure I understand that call there, but apparently Hunter Blythe was warned for stalling. I thought it was potentially dangerous with his arm pinned behind his back and getting into that position in the standing. I thought it was just go neutral. But again, Martell getting Blythe flat, working a power half now on Blythe. Bliley doing a nice job fighting that off. It's a lot of horsepower there, but Bliley stands up on a scramble, coming around for 2. Oh, hooking up a bit of a cow catcher. Kind of into a cow catcher. This is huge right now. Putting Martell on his back. Question is, can he keep him there? Can he get that 6? This would be big. Ooh, Bliley taking the win by fall. Quick comeback. I mean, yeah, he was only down 2-0, but again, it's a quick change and a big swing in the match here. So Trojans jumping up 18 points over the Breckenridge Cowboys at 6. Again, it'll be interesting where the rest of these opens fall here as we come in through the evening, because again, both teams have a lot of opens. Coach Erlinson of the Breckenridge Cowboys checking in here with who's got to put out who first, so I'm guessing it might be the Cowboys. Looks like the Cowboys are going to be
138 pounds from Barnesville,
Dawson Gregg for the Barnesville Trojans. And David Erlinson, 7th grader for the Breckenridge Cowboys, and freshman Dawson Gregg for the Barnesville Trojans will be squaring off at 138 pounds.
This match brought to you commercial free by State Farm agent Amanda Frederick on Minnesota Avenue in Breckenridge, probably cheering on the Cowboys here in this wrestling triangular up in Barnesville. We certainly appreciate their support.
Dawson getting in on a double there, getting the takedown over Erlinson. Taking 2-point lead here with 1 minute, 30 seconds left to go in the first period. Ooh, potentially dangerous. So reset back to the center we go. Starting from the referee's position. Dawson getting flat, working, trying to take that arm out, getting that arm taken away from Erlinson if you can do that, maybe with a head lever. And Greg doing a nice job of staying behind the elbows, hoping to see a chin drop here. Haven't seen a chin drop yet this evening with our 2 prior matches, and not quite halfway through our last one here. Ooh. Greg just got in bad position, and Erlinson did a nice job of using his hips and capitalizing and taking a reversal, tying up the score 2-2. This young 7th grader definitely got some skills, fun to watch. Dawson with escape, going after Erlinson. He's coming in on a single, running his head outside. If he can keep the wrist, don't turn it into a fireman's, but no, he's fighting for it, getting a little bit extended, but Dawson Gregg is a workhorse, very athletic, and in the second period here, Dawson Gregg 3, Erlinson 4. That's the end of the first period. That was the first period. Wow, that was a crazy first period. We're only in this. That was only the first period. Here we go in the second period. So resetting from the referee's position. Dawson Gregg 3 of the Barnesville Trojans for the Breckenridge Cowboys. David Erlinson. And I apologize if I called him Daniel Erlinson. That's his older brother also on the team. Erlinson doing a nice job of getting the sit-outs here. Trying to get his hips out. Greg staying with him. Not just stalling, not just staying with him. Staying actively with him. Trying to near side, but didn't really have him flat, but he's going to horse it. He's going to just force it. He's going to try. He's going to try for it. Getting him flat. Again, tying up the wrist. It looks like he's got one. Can he get the other? Going to try to pry it back there. Greg's got to get that head more in the armpit to get that head lever. He's up on the shoulder and the back too much. He gets that. That helps flatten him out and gets him turned. It looks like he's got an arm bar here. Not getting enough back points. You can see the ref's not actually counting. He's signaling that he's still not at the proper degree. You got to get a 45 degree or more to get the back points. And he's not getting extended. So Erlinson obviously very flexible. But no, now Greg's getting some back points, which he much needs here as we got about 25 seconds left to go here in the final period. If he can tie up both arms and put it together and sit through, he'd be in good position with a double armbar. But I think it's slipping a bit, so he's just got to make the adjustments. Looks like he's still got the armbar. Not quite a full double. Oh, 1 3/4. Short time to go. 3-point near fall. So Dawson Gregg jumps up 6-4, ending our second period. Final period we go. Dawson Gregg's choice chooses down. I think that's a good call. Can he get away? Can he escape? Can he reversal? What's he going to do? Nice little Granby there, taking the reversal on the young Erlinson. Wants to put in a cradle, but you got to hook up that crossface before you try a cradle. I think this David he's too smart for that, because once you give him that little bit of freedom, he's going to get his hips out, he's going to sit away, he's going to escape. So Dawson trying. David just holding on. Wouldn't be surprised if he maybe gets hit with a stalling right now. Dawson got the wrist trapped in the half for a moment, thought he was going to run it. Erlinson doing a nice job though, sitting there and getting his hips out. That's nice to see. You don't see a lot of young guys get that at this, at this age and this level, but it's good to see. A lot of potential there in this kid. Fun to watch. Dawson Gregg looks like another arm bar. Does he get the double? Doesn't quite have the double hooked up. No, looks like he's back to a single. Got to adjust to the other side for being it's the right arm he's got tied up. David doing a good job fighting it off. 40 seconds left to go here in the final period. Again, Trojans definitely need bonus points. I mean, wins are one thing, but bonus points are going to be huge. I think I said that the last time these two teams wrestled. It's going to come down to the bonus points and for the matches that we do get here tonight. Ooh, he's got it. He's keeping it. It's loose. You're probably not going to get the pin, but you're definitely going to get some back points. Crowd is loving it. You can hear the people stomping on the bleachers. Gotta love it when the crowd gets into it. When you're wrestling, a lot of times you can hear that. You feed off it. Good match to both these young competitors. Good to see. So final score 11-4. Not enough for a bonus point. That'll be a regular decision, giving the Trojans 3 more points. That'll put the Trojans up to 22 over the Breckenridge Cowboys 6 right now as we move into the 145-pound match. So now we'll see who's got to show first. Earlier I thought it was Breckenridge, but now I'm not so sure. I could be off in my odd and even call here.
And this next match here brought to you commercial free by Dean's Bulk Service in Barnesville. Proudly cheering on the Barnesville Trojans here in this wrestling triangular. We certainly appreciate their support. You have a chance to patronize any of the businesses you hear about in tonight's broadcast. We'd certainly appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. We're very fortunate to have the sponsors that we do to give us this opportunity for everybody to see some wrestling here. So thank you. Thank you again to our sponsors. Again, I believe this is now wrestling for the Cowboys. It's a sophomore, Zane Mickelson, and for the Barnesville Trojans, it's 7th grader Cameron Halverson. Last time these two teams wrestled, the 7th graders, Cam Halverson and David Erlinson, the one that just wrestled out there against Dawson Gregg, were the matchup, and that was a great match between those two young guys. So Cowboys jumping ahead right now in this match with a 2-point takedown. Trying to work a half on Cam. Him doing his job. Just kind of peeling it off, looking away. Cam trying to stand up. Got to get some hand control, get out of there. And it's not easy. It's not just as simple as doing that. It's tough. This guy riding on the head pretty hard here on Cam. But not doing a lot with it. Cam doing a good job fighting it off, maybe. All right, so stalemate. Back to the center they go from the referee's position. Breckenridge on top. Looks like he's getting a tilt set up here. Halverson's definitely got to keep moving forward. They call it swimming forward. I mean, it's kind of a motion that you make when you take off from the pool into the swimming pool or off a dock. Swimming forward motion, but it's tough when they get that hooked up. So again, the Cowboy getting the tilt here. You generally don't get a pin in this position, but it is good for back points. They're generally, I shouldn't say easy back points, but as far as near fall points can come, it's about as easy as they can come, and it's a wicked thing when a guy learns how to do them. So Cowboy jumping ahead here. 5-0 over Cam. Cam's choice. Cam looks over to his coaches for some direction. They say, go down there, Cam. Halverson goes down in the referee's position. Cam doing a nice job of moving his feet. Got to get those hips out. The Breckenridge Cowboy riding those ankles hard. Just say flatten them back out. Again, it looks like he's getting that tilt hooked up. And he's getting her. Nope, not enough. I think it was just a 1 count, so it shouldn't be any back points off that. Again, running a hammerlock this time. What's going to use it for? Into an arm bar. Tie up the wrist. Tie up the wrist on the other side. That happens, that means trouble once they start tying that up. They can run a single arm bar or a double arm bar. As folks used to call it the double chicken wing. I guess they still do. It depends on where you're from and where you're at. But, ooh, going to get some back points out of that for the Cowboys. Cam's fighting, getting to his belly. Not sure how many count we got out of that. Looks like he's still holding it, so probably not going to get any back points yet. 40 seconds left to go here in the second period. Cam fighting hard, put on his back. Short time here, 10 seconds left to go. Again, that's a long time when you're put on your back and you, ooh. Breckenridge Cowboy taking the win by fall, giving them 16 points. They'll put Trojans still ahead, 21. Breckenridge Cowboys now shorten that lead with 12 points for the Cowboys. That'll move us into our 152-pound match, which could be interesting considering that the Trojans are open for quite a bit here. According to the roster, if this is all accurate, looks like the Cowboys do have some options. Of course, nobody's going to throw anybody out there just willy-nilly. They're going to check in and see who's got who. So we got assistant coach Jeff Titus for the Trojans checking in, and head co-coach Zane Mickelson taking the win by forfeit at 152 pounds. And putting the Trojans now ahead 21-18. This lead will be short-lived, just the way it is. Grant Davis at 162 pounds, a freshman for the Cowboys, takes a win by forfeit. Breckenridge Cowboys now take the lead, 24-21. Jake Hare for the Breckenridge Cowboys, a sophomore, 170 pounds, taking a win by forfeit.
And 182 pounds for Barnesville is Gavin Gromish.
All right.
Breckenridge is open.
Breckenridge is open 182. Gavin Gromish, a sophomore for the Barnesville Trojans, taking the win by forfeit, putting the score of Trojans 27, Breckenridge Cowboys 30. So now is where it gets interesting. Cowboys are wondering who and if they should put somebody up against senior Brady Kroll. Trojans decide to put Jordan Kroll out at 195 pounds. Breckenridge is open. Trojans now take the lead at 33-30. .220 pounds.
220 pounds, Breckenridge, Daniel Erlinson.
Oh boy. All right, you guys are in for a treat here. We got Brady Kroll, senior, bumping up to 220 pounds to wrestle. 220-pound senior Daniel Erlinson, currently rated, I believe, number 2 in the state of Minnesota. This will be a good match. Worth the price of admission itself. All right. A couple great athletes, great wrestlers, good young men. Brady Kroll, giving up at least 25 pounds if you wrestle 195, and he's been wrestling down to 182, so I'm guessing he's not even near 195, so be interesting. That's a lot of weight to give up against a stud like Erlinson, but it'll be a good match. Nonetheless, I do expect that.
This match also brought to you commercial free by Midwest Bank in Barnesville and Superior Builders in Breckenridge.
So where it gets interesting is now, depending on how this match goes, let's, hypothetically speaking, let's say Breckenridge ends up winning this one. That gives, and Brady Kroll keeps it to just a decision. That's 33-33. We have a tie meet going into the heavyweight match, and I'm not sure who Breckenridge also has for a heavyweight. I don't see anybody on the roster, so that changes up everything. So this match is huge right here. I mean, got a couple young studs like this going at it. This will be, you're going to see some action, no doubt about it. These guys are going to push each other. There's no doubt about it. Off they go, back to the center. All right, that wraps up our end of our first period for the 220-pound match. 0-0. Breckenridge choice, he goes down. Put Brady on top in the middle of a start. 2 minutes set on the clock. Oh, wow. That's, I don't care who you are, you got to admit that's pretty impressive, considering the weight difference and the athleticism of both these guys. That's pretty cool right there. Kroll rides hard. Kroll's known for his cradles. But I'm not saying he can't cradle Dan Erlinson. I just don't think Dan Erlinson gets cradled too often. So this is definitely going to be interesting. Kroll doing a nice job of picking him up, returning him to the mat. Just, if you can keep him flat, that's going to be key here. And then you can't just keep him flat and stall doing nothing. And Kroll's definitely not doing that. He's working him here. He's got the hands tied up. He's kind of got that ankle. He's working on another one. Again, definitely going to be interesting. Kroll doing a nice job of riding, just controlling Erlinson right now. Definitely getting louder. Loudest I've probably heard it tonight, except for maybe one of our other close matches. All right, escape for Erlinson with just under a minute to go here in the second period. That's all right. Erlinson getting in on a shot. A bit of a double, getting extended out of bounds. They go back to the center. our official Neil Benton will put him. All right, Kroll's got to stay low. He's got to stay low. He's a tall guy too. He's got to stay low because, tell you what, Erlinson, when he shoots, he can shoot like a bulldozer, and he changes those levels. He's like a bulldozer coming in there. So Kroll's got to do a good job of staying low, in control, tying up those hands. It's going to frustrate Erlinson. But I don't think Erlinson's easily frustrated, given his experience and skill. So that's why we're going to see a good match. Getting in on a single. Kroll fighting off. He's got to get those hips heavy low. Nice job, Brady Kroll. Wow, 10 seconds left to go. Short time here in the second period. All right. Brady Kroll's choice. What's he going to do? He knows what he's going to do. He doesn't even need to look at the coach. He's like, I'm going down because I know I can get away from this guy. Because, in fact, now I got to get away from this guy. So let's do that. So Erlinson, take the top. 2 more minutes left in the final period. Brady Kroll getting out, and nope. Erlinson's like, nah. Let's just go to our feet. 1-1. Boy, this is going to be good. If nobody scores here, it's going to go to overtime, and I believe that's going to be, if that happens. Oh, get low. Doing a good job sprawling, getting out. Oh, Erlinson with a headlock. Oh, he gets it. His feet are in, so he's got the 2. Erlinson does have 2 because you just got to keep your body in. Oh, that could be tight. 4, 3. Catches him on the edge there with the headlock. I kind of wonder about that with Brady Kroll's feet off the mat, because if they're off the mat altogether, then technically, but it is what it is. Hey, good match. Couple good wrestlers. All right. So put our heavyweights out there. Does Breckenridge have a heavyweight? Well, I think they had somebody maybe on their junior varsity, so there's going to be a little adjusting here. So last time the Cowboys took the Trojans down here in the match. So here comes again the heavyweight. Barnesville Trojans are down 33. Breckenridge Cowboys 36. Heavyweights Tim Wells going after it, and I apologize, I did not catch the name of our Breckenridge Cowboy here. Tim Wells getting in on the underhooks. He's got 2 of them right there. Can he get the position he wants? Tim Wells definitely going after the Breckenridge Cowboy. Cowboy doing a good job of just slinking out, putting his hands on his hips and fighting to get out of there. Doesn't want to get in Tim Wells' lockup. He wants to get his, but well, they're fighting here for it. So if the Barnesville Trojans win, let's just say the Barnesville Trojans win this one. They tie it up by regular decision, 36-36. Then it comes down to criteria of who won the most matches. Right? So, but with 14 matches and all the opens, who knows how that's going to go. And if that was, let's say the same, let's say just say 14 matches and they're all full. Let's say 7-7 split. Then it comes down to who had the most pins. So, but hopefully it doesn't come down to that. Criteria is not a, I don't know, I've never been a fan of it, the way to win, but a win's a win too, I guess. So definitely needing our Barnesville Trojans here to come out with something big here, some bonus points to take the win, because I don't think Barnesville has the points. That's a good call. Just no action by our Breckenridge Cowboy right now. He's not doing nothing. Good call by Bernard. So that's a warning. Timmy going to go for a headlock. Oh, gets re-rolled. Re-rolled. Nice job by the Breckenridge Cowboy. That's after him. That was good. Right at the end of the buzzer, taking the lead 2-0 going into the second period. We got ourselves a match here. All right. Tim Wells looking at the coach. Coach saying, did for Breckenridge Cowboy say, you know what? I'm going both up. That's what his coach told him to do. He goes, let's do this again in the middle. All right. Cowboy did a nice job with that re-roll on Timmy Wells' headlock. Getting re-rolled again. Tim Wells a little sloppy on the headlock. We just got to call it like it is because you got to stick that. You got to have good position and know where you're at. But this is a young guy. He's doing a good job of staying in position. I didn't see his name on the starting lineup. I'm not sure where he is in the lineup, but I'm guessing he wrestles quite a bit with Dan Erlinson there. So it's not like he's got a pretty good practice partner if he's been wrestling with the older Erlinson there, no doubt about it. So now Breckenridge Cowboy taking the lead in this second period, 4-1 over Timmy Wells of the Barnesville Trojans. Out of bounds they go. Tim went for it. Out of bounds they go. Still 4-1 with 30 seconds left to go here in the second period. Tim getting those unhooks. Looking over to Coach Brandt for a little direction there. This Cowboys, young Cowboy, he's doing a good job of fighting it off though, but still, if he keeps backing up, he's going to get warned with another stalling, and that's not good when you keep just avoiding it. You got to make some movement forward, and he's just kind of backing up here. Wouldn't surprise me. Again, Timmy Wells trying to force that headlock. Not going to happen. Cowboy taking the lead 6-1. Going into the third period, it's Timmy's choice. What do they want him to do? They want him to go up. Assistant coach Zach Anderson says go up on top. Final period here. Breckenridge Cowboys 6, Barnesville Trojan, Tim Wells 1. He's got to get him flat. Got to get him flat, but he can't get too high either. He just can't get too high because this Cowboys, puts Timmy Wells on his back. Not a good position to be in. That'll end it. Cowboys taking lead with, that's a win. 42-33, Cowboys over the Trojans.
All right, that'll wrap it up here. 42-33. Once again, we want to thank our sponsors, including Dean's Bulk Service, Midwest Bank, and the Trojan Takedown Club, proudly cheering on the Barnesville Trojans in this matchup, along with our friends down in Breckenridge, Superior Builders, OSPTI with locations in Fergus Falls, Hankinson, and Breckenridge, as well as a State Farm agent, Amanda Frederick, down Minnesota Avenue in Breckenridge. For all those sponsors, for Jesse, my name is Mike Mason. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast tonight. Once again, your final in this one, Breckenridge 42 and Barnesville 33. That'll wrap it up for us, and we'll talk to you next time here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Have a great night.
You also have the stat books?
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.